Shadow Magmar, going to invest that Protect Shield, blocking up the Dark Pulse before committing to that full Karate Chop farm down. Tropius, unlikely to return, so the opponent sends out Skeledirge. And if they don't know about that ground type coverage, they're about to find out. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the absolute pleasure of shoutcasting my friend and fellow content creator, Lowx. Lowx is a highly talented French battler. He's linked down below. Firstly, go give him a sub. He is well deserving of one, as you can tell by this insane triple shadow glass cannon team we're featuring today. Season 20, or should I say last season, saw a big buff to the quick move Karate Chop. We all know that Karate Chop users like Primeape are truly terrifying. Lowx is bringing us not one, but two Karate Chop users featuring Magmar, which also got a buff this season due to its access to Fire Punch. Having not one, but two of these super spammy, super hard hitting Karate Chop users is truly terrifying, and I cannot wait to shoutcast. So with that being said, let's keep the intro short and sweet. Without any further ado, let's get into the battles. And in game one, Lowx leads Quagman into Hypno. The opponent says no thank you, say switch into Ivysaur, and we get our first look at Magmar. Magmar wastes no time, firing off the Fire Punch, forcing us an early Protect Shield. Lowx going to respect a potential Sludge Bomb. The opponent full sent the Sludge Bomb, which will allow Lowx to now overfarm before looking for the kill shot. It looks like Lowx has other ideas, looking to guarantee the 2-shield scenario. Lowx once again correctly shields up the Sludge Bomb. He then farms up to the double Fire Punch. If the opponent opts to shield this, we need to anticipate the opponent trying to make the catch. There is the catch. Lowx sees the play, overfarms, then fires off the Scorching Sands. Scorching Sands doesn't get same type attack bonus, but my gosh, that still did a lot to the ever bulky Hypno. We bank a Fire Punch, send out the Quagman. The opponent fire off the Thunder Punch, revealing they've probably got twin elemental punches, so both Fire Punch and Thunder Punch would be single resisted. Lowx overfarms, fires off the Mud Bomb, removing Hypno from the field of play. Back out comes Ivysaur. I don't think Mud Bomb are lethal. I probably would have Stone Edged here. Mud Bomb isn't lethal. The opponent able to fully razorly farm us down, but Magmar has the Fire Punch banked. We win the charge attack priority. Fire Punch picks up the knockout, and we are spamming the switch. Out comes Obstoon to make a very brief cameo appearance. Close combat going to be massive overkill, double super effective damage, and we're off to a very quick 1-0 start. GG's, and thanks for playing. In the next battle, we lead the Shadow Quagman into Clefable. This is a very bait-dependent matchup. For the opponent to do any meaningful damage, they are going to have to full send a Moonblast. However, Clefable users love to fire off Swift Baits. Lowx thinks about calling it last second, invest that Protect Shield, and it's a good one. Lowx looking to do maximum damage, full sending the Stone Edge, sneaking it through 2 Protect Shields. Lowx going to farm up, go straight for the Mud Bomb, looking to force our shield back or remove Clefable from the field of play. The opponent puts up that Protect Shield. We see the pivot into Magmar. We should be able to survive any one move. Oof, that resisted Moonblast did not look resisted. Magmar, a very, very attack-weighted Pokemon. We're able to Karate Chop farm down. Out comes Swampert. Lowx fires off the Scorching Sands, forcing the final Protect Shield, setting Primeape up in a position it loves to be in, the 1-0 shield. We send out Primeape. Lowx going to invest the final Protect Shield, blocking up the Hydro Cannon. Lowx can now overfarm before firing off the close combat, looking to move Swampert from the field of play. Sorry, Mr. Goat. It's going to be high Swampert, bye Swampert. The opponent sends out their own Primeape, but it's going to be straight in and straight out. Shadow close combat picks up that one-hit KO, and we take that game. Shadow Primeape making very, very quick work of that opponent's backline. In the next battle, you see the Quagman into Gator. This is one matchup where having Mud Bomb will be nice, meaning we can get off some neutral damage quicker than having to full send a Stone Edge. We see Lowx invest the Protect Shield, blocking up the Hydro Cannon. He is then going to return fire with the Mud Bomb. The unfortunate thing here is, since the Mud Shot rework, we're now straight 5s to Mud Bomb, meaning we're never going to be able to outpace this Gator. In seasons previous, it used to be 5-4. However, now it is straight 5s. Lowx fires off the next Mud Bomb. We haven't really got any way we can soak this energy, so Lowx throws the next Mud Bomb, hoping the opponent would overfarm. They do not. Hydro Cannon removes us from the field of play. We now send out Primeape. Primeape going to maximise his energy, throwing 5 Karate Chops and the Rage Fist on the charge attack priority. Rage Fist secures the knockout. Out comes Mandibars. Mandibars are not going to be appreciative of this boosted close combat. Close combat. Ooh, massive damage. Rocks Mandibars into the red health range. We see the opponent bank the air release for the road and then send out the ever annoying Dragonfly Dunsparce. Dunsparce tanks the Scorching Sands. I thought we were going to get off the Fire Punch, but the opponent throws at perfect fast move timing and even over farms. I just don't think 3 Karate Chops are going to knock out. Beautiful, beautiful end game from the opponent. Drill Run. No shot. Doesn't remove us from the field of play. We get the perfect farm down, leaving with the close combat. I thought that was a loss, but Primeape able to clutch up. What a win. GG's and very well played to both trainers. Heading into the next battle. We see the Quagman into Artivax. We've got 2 better responses in the back. Well, it looks like Lowx is just like, I'm going to YOLO the nuke, guarantee the shield, or just remove him from the field of play. Stone Edge forces that protect shield. It looks like Lowx just going to completely sack the Quagman before, I imagine, coming in with our save switch, which seems to be Magmar. Here comes Magmar. These Karate Chops are hitting for super effective damage. Lowx not interested in shielding up a potential Dragon Claw. The opponent fire off 1 further Icy Wind. Lowx then banks a boatload of energy, sends out Primeape, getting the snipe. We've now got energy here, there, and everywhere. Out comes yet another Snarl Mandibars. We've already seen that 2 close combats will be removing this Vulture from the field of play, and we are doubled up. The first close combat lands. Lowx goes to the correct 1 Karate Chop and the next close combat before looking to pick up the knockout. The opponent completely sack Mandibars, send out Toxapex. Does a Rage Fist put him in Scorching Sands range? Can we even reach the double? Come on, trainer, it's just a Fire Punch. Scorching Sands goes unshielded. No, but doesn't quite do enough damage. Lowx gonna fire off the Fire Punch, which will be forcing the final Protect Shield. But I think we're gonna get Poison Jab farm down. Come on, Primeape, get there, get there. Oh, that's heartbreaking. GG's to that opponent. Heading into the next battle, we see Quagsire into Ariados. We are ABA weak to this thing. This is so tough. How do we play this? Call a lunge bait. Lowx like, nah, I'm going to respect the Trailblaze. And it looks like it's a good job he's playing and not me, as I'd have got cleanly one-shot. Lowx farms up well past the Stone Edge baits with the Mud Bomb, forcing our Protect Shield back. We then make the very nice Trailblaze catch onto Magmar. We see Magmar is very glassy. However, to my surprise, we tanked that reasonably well. Oh man, this battle just goes from bad to worse. Our Magmar save switch is met with Gator. Lowx burns the final Protect Shield. I don't think we can Fire Punch bait into Scorching Sand, so I guess we need to throw back-to-back. Fire Punch thankfully forces the opponent's final Protect Shield, and Lowx is going to get us some chip damage with the Fire Punch, putting it into Mud Bomb range. This still looks so tough. How do we get rid of that spider? Back out comes Quagsire. Quagsire needs to fire off immediately. Fires off the Mud Bomb, removing Gator from the field of play. Back out comes the spider. There is no shot. 2 for 2 on catching. Show me something we can nuke. Although even if we can nuke whatever's in the back, how do you deal with that spider? Step 1. Remove this Dunsparce from the field of play with the close combat. Please tell me that 4 Poison Stings don't knock us out. The opponent looks for that Poison Sting. Farm down. There is no shot. What a win. Lowx, I take my hat off to you, buddy. Or at least I would if I was wearing one. I am not. But what I'm trying to say is that was epic. What a win. GG's. Heading into the next battle. Finally, we see a fantastic lead. The Quagman into the Pancake, Unova Stunfisk. The opponent opts to stay in. Going for some chip and dip action. Firing off the Mud Bomb. The opponent then sends out their own Primeape. Lowx going to go for his own chip and dip. Firing off the Mud Bomb. A Mud Bomb forced to Protect Shield. We'll then make the Rage Fist catch onto our own Primeape. Rage Fist is going to hurt, but is survivable. As Lowx snuck the Karate Chop, he would have been able to fire off first, but he actually overfarms, firing off the Rage Fist. The opponent looks like they're going all in on Primeape, going for the 1 shield and full Karate Chop farm down. The opponent has gone down 2 Protect Shields, but they're going to be forcing at least 1 back here. Thankfully, we're able to fire off the Mud Bomb on the charge attack priority, finally moving this Angry Ape from the field of play. Quagman grinning away, fires off the Mud Bomb, picking up the knockout. Out comes Mandibars. Lowx going to farm up once again, look to make the catch, and he catches successfully. Lowx putting on a clinic on fast move counting. The opponent sends back out Stunfisk, and this is where that Scorching Sands coverage is going to come in clutch. Lowx shields up the Mud Bomb. Lowx continues to farm up, maximizing energy, throwing the Scorching Sands on the CMP tie. Is this enough to knock out? Yes, it is. Get that Stunfisk off my screen. Back out comes Mandibars. Magmar still not done. Fires off the Fire Punch, we then go for the wham, bam, combo play, pivot out into Quagsire, fire off the Stone Edge, and that's going to be all she wrote. Again, what a game. Lowx putting on a clinic. GG's. In the next battle, we see the battle of the spammy water types. In fairness, Quagsire now not as spammy as it once was. The opponent going to strike first. Lowx instantly no-shields the opponent fire off the Hydro Cannon, which does big damage. Lowx going to return fire with the Mud Bomb. Mud Bomb forces us an early shield advantage. The opponent then looks to snipe with Drifblim. We save Quagsire and send out Magmar. This is only an Icy Wind or Mystical Fire. Lowx says it is survivable. It rocks us deep into the red. We look to commit to good fast move timing and get Astonished farm down. Oof, that's tough. Lowx like, fuck this game, and we're going to move swiftly on to the next battle. We see the Quagman into Morpeko. Morpeko, much like our backline, a terrifying Pokemon. This thing hits like a truck. We're going to see Lowx invest an early Protect Shield, blocking up the Aura Wheel, which would be single resisted, but would still do a lot. We overfarm, fire off the Mud Bomb. Mud Bomb will easily knock out, as these Mud Shots are looking more like Mud Slaps. The opponent attempts to force a charge attack priority. Lowx not falling for any of that nonsense, shields up the Aura Wheel. The opponent very much in danger of getting Mud Shot farmed down to pivot out into Tropius. Quagsire going to YOLO the Stone Edge, hoping to sneak it through the Protect Shield. It lands and we see the pivot into Magmar. Magmar should survive an Aerial Ace, as Tropius hits like a wet noodle. Aerial Ace is of course a move that I like to call Aerial Ass, as it has got a pathetic damage per energy. We fire off the Fire Punch goes unshielded, out comes Clod. We commit to the Scorching Sands trainer. You don't need to shield, I promise. Scorching Sands lands for huge damage. Let's go Magmar. The opponent did get a massive Sting farm down. Lowx waits out his clock, sends out Quagsire, makes the Earthquake catch, back onto Primeape. The opponent full sends, they don't go for an undercharge. The opponent looks for that Sting farm down. Primeape holds strong, reaching the Rage Fist forces the opponent's final Protect Shield. We see Lowx pause a turn, ensuring the Mud Bomb lands on its intended target. And once again, Lowx going to put on an absolute clinic. Perfect gameplay enables us to take that game. Heading into the next battle. We see a battle of Sire, very much in Quag's favour. The opponent opting to stay in, so I'm going to anticipate the opponent looking to make a catch. Huh? That's 6. This can only be a Sludge Bomb. So if you're in this Sire mirror, I would not recommend Sludge Bombing an opposing ground type. Lowx again pauses a turn, ensuring the Mud Bomb lands on its intended target. The opponent tanks the first. Quag says there's plenty more of where that came from. The opponent completely sacked Clod. Quagsire proves it is the superior Sire. Is there even a word? Who knows? I'm getting distracted. Out comes Pidgeot. We YOLO the Stone Edge, trying to sneak it through the Protect Shield. Unfortunately, the opponent invests that Protect Shield and get a massive Gust farm down. Of course, Lowx is forced to send out Magmar. I don't even know what that move is. I really should have paid more attention in school. Hopefully it was an Aerial Ace and not a Feather Dance. Lowx fires off the Fire Punch, forcing the opponent's final Protect Shield. Magmar able to survive the Gust, reach one further Fire Punch, really needing this to be lethal. Fire Punch picks up the knockout. We see the pivot into Primeape, out comes Bastiodon. I'm so grateful the opponent didn't top left, just so I can say, get that Bastiodon off my screen, and we take that game. So I guess at this point, you can all tell that I can just about speak English. There is no shot I understand French. In the next battle, we see Quagsire into Tropius. As the opponent's on Air Slash, we're able to stay in, make the Leaf Blade catch onto Magmar. Again, beautiful knowledge of the counts. The opponent rebanks some energy before sending out Umbreon. This isn't the worst matchup for us, as our fast move is hitting for super effective. And oof, that Fire Punch actually does a lot of damage. Magmar flexing this monstrous attack stat. The second Fire Punch does land. This opens up the door for us to take back switch, but I'll be honest, I've still got no idea how we're going to deal with that Tropius, so we are ABA weak. We manage to get the full Karate Chop farm, that out comes Excadrill. Does the opponent respect the damage? Scorching Sands near picks up that one-hit KO. Okay, can we win this battle? We send out Primeape, anticipating the opponent instantly pivoting back out into Tropius. This is only a Leaf Blade. Primeape withstands the damage. We pivot into the Quagman. Oh man. Even if we land a Stone Edge, one Stone Edge won't be lethal. Lowx able to bait, forcing the opponent's first protection. We're forced to shield this Leaf Blade. What do we do here? Lowx like, I'm just going to YOLO the nuke. Does the opponent respect the damage? Stone Edge goes shielded. Unfortunately, that is going to put out any hopes and dreams of us emerging victorious. Leaf Blade picks up that one-hit KO. Primeape has almost no HP. Lowx going to fire off the close combat, which will do slightly more, but not enough to get the job done. Despite our most valiant efforts, that one is going to end in defeat. GG's to that opponent. Heading into the next battle. Again, we see the battle of the Sires. and another opponent opting to stay in. So it looks like if you're going to run Clod, you're going to be ABA weak to opposing ground types. This opponent at least farms up to a potential Earthquake, although one Earthquake is survivable. Lowx is going to invest a Protect Shield, knowing it's quite an unlikely bait, as we've seen how much pathetic damage a Sludge Bomb or Stone Edge would do. Lowx overfarms, pauses, ensuring the Mud Bomb lands on its intended target. We're able to force a Protect Shield. I'm anticipating us just tanking this one, as we are going to tank one. We then see the Simul swap, but we massively come out on top as we see Primeape into Dunsparce. Primeape easily survives one drill run, but Lowx actually looking to keep Primeape as healthy as possible. He then farms up, throwing 4 Karate Chops and the close combat. The opponent can't shield this, as if they do, we're already doubled up. Back out comes Clodsire. Clodsire going to be greeted with the Rage Fist. We actually go for the undercharge, wanting to get some more farm. Another very nice play. The opponent sends out the ever annoying, terrifying mouse, but this game is already signed, sealed and delivered. We save Primeape, send out Magmar, get off some Karate Chop damage, force the opponent to Aura Will. Primeape has residual energy good to go, and even a Rage Fist from this range with the residual Karate Chops should be enough to seal the deal. Primeape reaches the Rage Fist. If Rage Fist isn't lethal, the next Karate Chop will get the job done, but Rage Fist, despite being single resisted, is enough to take that game. In the next battle, we see the channel mascot facing off against us. The opponent instantly pivot out into Guzzlord, and here comes Primeape. Yes, I love it. Lowx just YOLOing the nuke, trying to land it through 2 Protect Shields. Close combat, goes unshielded. Get that Guzzlord off my screen. Back out comes Drapion, but Primeape is still not done. Able to reach one further close combat, forcing a Protect Shield. My, Primeape has very quickly become my favourite Pokemon to use. It is so much fun. We send out Quagsire, tank the crunch. Lowx fires off the Mud Bomb, looking to move Drapion from the field of play. Down goes Drapion. The opponent's final Pokemon is Galarian Moltres. We pivot into Magmar. Magmar with such a heavy pacing advantage in this matchup. Lowx goes straight for the Fire Punch. Fire Punch goes unshielded, and the opponent is quite literally about to run out of HP. Lowx, of course, with 2 Protect Shields, going to shield up the incoming Ancient Power, Karate Chop farm down, and take that game. Another beautiful win with some big booms landing in the next battle. We see Oranguru in the lead. Wolf, this thing's another huge core breaker for us. Oranguru, of course, has access to Trailblaze, which hit us for super effective, and Primeape, I'm sure if you played, what was it, Retro Cup? I think that's what it's called, the end of last season. This is such a god-awful matchup for Primeape. We're able to catch a Trailblaze onto Magmar. Our Magmar save switch is answered with Annihilate, which is also a problem for us. We land the Fire Punch. The opponent gets a massive counter farm down, and things are just looking rough. What is our best shot of winning this game? Potentially send out Quag, try and fully Mud Shot farm it down. Lowx tanks the Rage Fist, which is survivable, but the boosted counters are going to start tearing through our HP. We see the pivot into Primeape, shield up the Rage Fist. Oranguru re-enters the arena, and these confusions are going to delete us very quickly. Lowx fires off the Rage Fist. Despite the opponent being low, they are going to invest that Protect Shield just to get off as much confusion damage as they physically can. Lowx shields up the Brutal Swing. The Karate Chop does register, taking him out, but Annihilate going to counter farm down the remainder of our team. You can't win them all. GG's to that opponent. Heading into the next battle. Excadrill, what a spicy pick from the opponent. The opponent save switches into Charm, Alolan Ninetales, and here comes Magmar. The opponent going to go straight for a Weather Ball. I actually agree with this shield, because I think if the opponent lands a Weather Ball, they'll probably be able to resist the Charm farm us down. Lowx fires off 4 Karate Chops and the Fire Punch for optimal fast move time. In the first Fire Punch, forces the protection. Lowx then farms up to the double. Does that Charm knock us out of the opponent's shield? No, it does not. Magmar holds strong, able to win the 2-to-1 shield scenario, removing Ninetales from the field of play. Out comes Excadrill. Excadrill able to get that full Mud Slap farm down. The opponent doesn't try to make any catch. Mud Bomb easily going to one-shot. Excadrill is a complete glass cannon. The opponent sends out Toxapex. This game's so over. If I was the opponent, I would reach to that top left, but I guess if they want that work, Lowx is about to give it to him. We actually pivot out into Primeape, looking to make the catch unsuccessfully. We could shield, we could let it go. Regardless of what we do, this game is still over. Quagsire going to heavily overfarm. Eventually the opponent doesn't want the smoke, finally concede the match, and we take that game. Heading into the next battle, we see a lowland Sandslash in the lead. The entire team is very good into Sandslash, so essentially it's got nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. The opponent say switches into Jumpluff. We're going to fire off the Stone Edge. Stone Edge going to land for a lot of super effective damage, certainly put in a range where one Fire Punch will remove him from the field of play. Hopefully this isn't an Acrobatics. Oh god. Oh, we actually survive Acrobatics. Magmar holds strong, or perhaps it's Jumpluff's lack of attack stat. Lowx doesn't really need switch in this battle, as Sandslash is pretty much hard countered by all three Pokemon. Ironically, I think their best matchup was that opening one they switched out of. We send out Primeape, shield up the energy ball, massively overfarm before firing off the Rage Fist. Rage Fist secures the knockout, out comes Gudra. Lowx going to heavily overfarm and go straight for the close combat. Does the opponent respect the damage? Close combat forces the final protection. We pivot out into Quagmire, look to fire off the Mud Bomb but lose CMP. This could actually get quite close now, as we are going to be energy dry, allowing Sandslash the opportunity to massively overfarm. Mud Bomb isn't lethal, back out comes Sandslash. The opponent does overfarm before firing off the Ice Punch. Lowx going to save his final Protect Shield for Primeape. Do we have enough HP? We farm up to the double Rage Fist. We need to be outside of one Dragon Breath range, which I think we are. The Dragon Breath doesn't knock us out. We reach the boosted Rage Fist, and of course that is going to seal the opponent's fate. GG's, and thanks for playing. I'll be honest, I didn't actually see the Dragon Breath come through there, so they perhaps could have got denied. But regardless, we are going to emerge victorious, and that is just about going to wrap things up for today's showcase. As you could temporarily see on the screen. Yeah, 15-0-15 was the IVs on the Magmar showcase today, showing IVs don't always matter. As I said previously, Lowx is a fellow content creator. His link down below. Go show him some love. As you can tell from his battles, he is a phenomenal battler. So if you're enjoying the content, smash that like button if you're new. Consider subscribing if you like your battles featured on my channel. A link to a battle submission form is down below. And as always, a huge thanks to everyone for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.